ready because I am ready to spill that tea on what happens after you've been accepted into the Disney College program. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys noticed, I did not stick to my schedule. Like I said, I was gonna try, but lately it's been absolutely hectic. Trying to pack to move to Florida, getting my last couple of days in the office and trying to make sure I train my replacement, and just everything in between has been absolutely crazy. So I've been trying my hardest, but with my weeks being limited here and especially a whole bunch of family and friends that want to see me, it's been kind of hard to film. So I'm actually really excited to get back down and talk to you guys. I'm actually kind of sad. I was getting ready to shoot and my stand decided to break, so that's fun. But anyway, the show must go on and I'm really excited to be back on the camera. I'm sorry if I look a little sweaty. It was literally 100 degrees outside today and I decided to go to our winery with my best friend. So yeah, that's really fun. That's just another story for another time. But yeah, I'm super excited, and I actually got this idea from this video literally this week because everyone was freaking out in the GroupMe chat, and I remember I said something along like, I wish somebody on YouTube would have sat down and spoke what to expect after you get accepted into the Disney College program. So get your tea ready because I am ready to spill that tea on what happens after you've been accepted into the Disney College program. So when you first get accepted, you get roughly 2 emails. One about what your dates will look like, basically for dorms and you to choose your dates. And you do have to pay, I believe it's $200. I actually have to double check up front for this. You would pay for your apartments, and I believe it's also the program that you do have to pay for. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I gotta go back and look at that email.
So after filming, I actually did find the email. It's $240 for the program fee and $135 for the housing fee. If you do choose to opt out for housing, you do get the money back.
But yeah, those will be your first 2 emails, and you were super excited. And honestly, you should be, because congratulations, you got into the Disney College program. Now, if you're like myself, you're a planner, and you want to know what's going on, you want to know what's happening, because all you really know about is from the Disney College vlog videos, right? Or probably from what you've seen on the Facebook page or the GroupMe. And I hate to tell you this, but you will not get any information through emails, and if you do, it's going to end up happening like this. What's gonna end up happening is that one person is gonna get the email, put it in the GroupMe chat, and then you will probably see 5 to 6 people freaking out because you didn't get the email at the same time. I don't know why, but for some reason when Disney sends out emails, a lot of people actually do not get it at the same time. So if someone says they received an email in your your arrival date, I should say, do not freak out. It is totally okay. You will probably receive it maybe a couple days later. I know when they were sending out the Disney look, I actually didn't receive my email until 3 days later after everybody else did. And do not panic. I was panicking, and honestly, I had no reason to. It was stuff that I've already know. Also, for some reason in my program, they decided to change a couple things. So they decided that you can change your departure date, which none of us were prepared for because everyone started linking up with their roommates. And for those that were linking up with the roommates, they all had the same arrival date and departure date. Now, with you being able to change your departure date, it changed everything. That means you had to find a roommate that had your same departure date. So instead of this one generic departure date that everyone in the program has, you now have roughly 4 to 5 departure dates. And I kid you not, the way that they decided to do this was insane. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Disney, and I think that they were trying something new. I'm not quite sure. I haven't really heard of anybody else talking about the fact that they can change their departure date, and I'm not talking about extension either. This is literally later on in January where you can end up leaving. So everyone was kind of confused, and the GroupMe and the Facebook groups were blowing up. Like, even the recruiters actually had to tweet out, hey, we're getting a lot of emails, please do not blow up our emails. We'll explain everything, but yes, you do have to link up with your same departure. this is where I'm gonna say it's kind of insane, because as soon as you think you kind of understand what's gonna happen in your Disney College program, you kind of understand the rules, you kind of understand what to do and what not to do, Disney decides to change everything. And this is what I mean by it. So besides the departure dates, for ourselves, for the move-in for September 3rd, we actually got an email saying instead of linking up with 3 roommates that you can only link up to 0 to 1 roommates. I kid you not, as soon as this started happening, and there was just rumors of it first, none of us got the email until, like I said, 2 to 3 days later. And everyone was freaking out because a lot of people already came up with their own little groups. So now either one person was out of a roommate or nobody else could link up. And honestly, I kind of wish I would have gotten an email before that to kind of let us know. I mean, I'm not getting a roommate, but I mean, I was freaking out. And like I said, I'm not even like living on the Disney apartments area. So that was kind of crazy. And on top of that, like I said, Disney doesn't quite send out as much emails as you would think, especially because when you think of Disney, you think of a well-organized organization and company, and they really are. But you will not receive frequent emails until you get closer to your arrival date. I am just now starting to receive emails, and I think we came up with a consensus in our group meet. Whoever gets the email first, just literally be like, hey, be on the lookout. I got the email for this. It's not too important, it's just on the Disney look again, just FYI. And that's completely okay. But yeah, it's honestly an interesting learning curve. But honestly, besides the emails, it kind of no one really explains that, yeah, you got accepted, but now it's the waiting game. And honestly, sometimes that's the worst of it, because you get really excited, you start watching the Disney College Program vlogs, and if you're like myself, you start actually making more videos about the Disney College Program, and that's totally cool. But then it creates this weird FOMO feeling that you're missing out, and that you kind of wish you picked an earlier arrival date, even though you know you couldn't. And didn't really expect that, especially because no one really talked about it. So it's this weird gap between your program where you're not quite sure what to really do nor expect, because if you keep watching Disney College Program videos, you're gonna get more confused, you're gonna get more FOMO, and you're also gonna get really hyped up, which isn't a bad thing, but then you kind of are stuck in this weird waiting game. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but that's basically what it is. And honestly, now I'm roughly a month away, and I haven't really watched much of the Disney College Program videos, but that's probably because I started as soon as I got accepted in February. Mind you, we're in July, so that's kind of a couple of months in between that I just didn't really know what to do. With that being said, don't get me wrong, as soon as you get closer to your arrival date, you start having this weird feeling of excitement, and you're also really scared because it's starting to really hit you. Like, I know a couple people that posted on the Facebook group that, hey, if you guys see me, please be kind, because I'm kind of suffering from anxiety from being away from my family. And that's completely normal. Like I said, we're getting closer to the arrival date, and I can't tell you how many times I've actually seen so many people going, like, I'm excited, and now I'm kind of sad and kind of scared. And I think it's because we all thought we knew what the program was, we all thought we knew what the process was going to be, and reality, we didn't. And if I'm being honest, I'm a month away, and I'm super excited, don't get me wrong. Like, for anyone that knows my story knows that I've been trying to get into this program for so long. But now that it's almost here, I'm kind of scared. Like, I'm kind of scared of not making friends. I'm kind of scared of what my schedule's gonna be like. I have been so used to a fixed schedule. Ooh, that's kind of hard to say. And I won't have that. And it kind of scares me, but I know that I'm gonna be happy, because how can you not be happy at Disney? And I know that when I get there, it's not gonna be a vacation. You're there to actually work. And I think that's something that a lot of people, when they go into the program, kind of don't comprehend, that you're there to work. You're there to actually gain the cast member experience, not the Disney Vacation experience. Which, don't get me wrong, going into the parks for free is amazing bonus points. But I know a lot of people that have already gone into the program, that are in the fall program, that have literally warned us going, hey, FYI, get ready to work. Don't be like myself who thinks that you're just gonna have all this free time when you're not. So that's kind of really all I have to really talk about in this in-between stage of getting accepted and going into your program. I know that's a weird tea spill in a sense because there's not really much to talk about except that do not get comfortable with what you think you know about the Disney College Program because they will twist everything around. And you know, honestly, just be prepared for anything. Be prepared to not get the email and for somebody else to get the email, or for yourself to get the email when everybody else is waiting for it. And be prepared for roommates to drop, and be prepared to find other roommates as well. Be prepared for anything really at this point. But also kind of don't fall into this weird funk that everybody else was falling into with, after being accepted, just constantly watching Disney College Program videos. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved watching them, but I think it became so hyped up that you really didn't know what to do because you weren't going for a couple of months. So you were kind of in this weird funk. But yeah, that's all I have to really talk about right now until the Disney College Program. I'm probably going to do one more video before I end up going into the program. Not entirely sure what's going to go on. Like I said, just it's been really busy. As you can see, all the moving boxes behind me. I've actually packed away basically all my living room. I got to do a couple more rooms, but yeah, I am absolutely excited to go into the program. I can't wait to actually vlog my moving experience down there, which by the way is a 13-hour drive. So wish me luck, and if you guys have any, I would say any really good recommendation for like playlist for the whole drive, please leave it in a comment down below because I am desperate to try to figure out what to do to keep myself entertained for 13 hours. So thank you guys so much for watching and see you guys in the next video. Bye!